listeners, and welcome to Economics Reimagined, the podcast where we delve into the theories and ideas that shape our understanding of money, markets, and society. I'm your host, Meredith Watson, and today we're exploring the life and groundbreaking contributions of one of the most influential economists of all time, John Maynard Keynes. Keynes was a visionary who revolutionized economics during some of the most turbulent periods in history. From the Great Depression to post-war Reconstruction, his ideas on government intervention and fiscal policy reshaped how we think about managing economic cycles. But what would Keynes say about today's pressing issues, like universal health care, basic income, and the growing wealth gap? Through the power of AI, I simulated an interview with Keynes, crafting his responses based on his extensive writings and documented perspectives. While this is an imagined conversation, it's firmly rooted in his real ideas. Let's get started. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Keynes. To start, could you share what drew you to economics and made you think, this is the field I want to dedicate my life to?
Thank you for having me. My journey into economics was not a straightforward one. Initially, I was deeply interested in mathematics and philosophy, which I studied at Cambridge. However, it was the practical application of these disciplines to real-world problems that truly captivated me. One pivotal moment was during my time at the British Treasury during World War I. The war's economic impact and the subsequent peace negotiations highlighted the profound influence of economic policies on national and global stability. This experience underscored the importance of economic understanding and intervention, particularly in times of crisis. Moreover, the post-war economic turmoil and the Great Depression further solidified my belief that traditional economic theories were insufficient. I felt a compelling need to develop new approaches to address unemployment and economic instability, leading to my work on what would become Keynesian economics. It was this combination of theoretical interest and practical necessity that drew me to the field and motivated my contributions.
That's an incredible origin story, and I can see how your early experiences laid the groundwork for your revolutionary ideas. Speaking of challenges, let's discuss how the events of your lifetime influenced your theories. You've lived through some of the most turbulent economic periods in history, including the Great Depression and 2 world wars. How did these events shape your ideas?
The profound economic challenges of my time, particularly the Great Depression, had a significant impact on my theories. I saw firsthand how unemployment and stagnation exposed the inadequacy of traditional, self-correcting market theories. This experience convinced me of the need for active government intervention, including increased spending and fiscal policies to boost demand and employment. My time during World War I and at the Treaty of Versailles also reinforced the importance of economic stability for social and political order. I warned that harsh reparations on Germany would lead to hardship and instability, a prediction sadly validated by later events. These experiences shaped my belief that governments must actively manage economies during crises. My work in the general theory of employment, interest, and money built on these ideas, advocating for intervention to stabilize economic cycles and ensure long-term growth.
It's clear that your time at the Treasury and during the Treaty of Versailles deeply shaped your philosophy. Let's shift now to your views on the role of government in economic systems. Your perspective on government intervention was groundbreaking. Could you summarize what you see as the ideal role of government in an economic system?
Certainly. The government's ideal role is to act as a stabilizing force. During downturns, it should stimulate demand through public spending and investment to mitigate recessions and reduce unemployment. Conversely, in times of economic boom, it should cool the economy by reducing spending or increasing taxes to prevent inflation. This counter-cyclical approach smooths business cycle fluctuations, fostering stable and sustainable growth. The government also plays a vital role in providing public goods like infrastructure, education, and healthcare services the private sector may not efficiently supply. In essence, the government should complement, not replace, the market, stepping in to address failures and ensure stability and prosperity for all.
Your idea of balancing booms and busts is fascinating. That brings me to another big question about crises. Many people debate whether government should intervene during economic crises. What's your take on finding the right balance between intervention and letting markets self-correct?
Balancing government intervention with market self-correction is a delicate task. Markets are generally efficient, but during severe downturns or crises, they often need government support to restore stability and growth. In such cases, the government should act as a stabilizer, stepping in with timely, targeted, and temporary measures. As the economy recovers, the government should gradually withdraw, allowing markets to function independently again. The ultimate goal is a resilient system where markets and government work together, each playing their role to ensure stability, growth, and long-term prosperity.
That's a nuanced approach, and it ties into many modern debates. Speaking of which, let's explore your thoughts on some of today's big policy discussions. Universal healthcare and basic income are such hot topics today. How would you approach these issues in today's economy?
These are indeed critical issues in today's economy. Universal healthcare and basic income are critical issues. Universal healthcare, as a public good, enhances productivity and societal well-being by preventing economic disruptions caused by illness. I would advocate for strong government involvement to ensure healthcare is accessible and affordable for everyone. Basic income can address inequality and provide a safety net during transitions like automation. However, it must be carefully designed to avoid disincentivizing work and remain sustainable. In both cases, the goal is to complement, not replace, market mechanisms, ensuring economic growth benefits everyone while focusing on efficiency, sustainability, and societal well-being.
Fairness is key, and that brings me to my next question. If you could implement one major policy today to ensure fairness and efficiency, what would it be?
If I were to propose one policy to ensure fairness and efficiency, it would be a universal basic income (UBI). By providing a guaranteed income to all citizens, UBI could reduce poverty, address inequality, and boost economic activity by increasing consumer spending. UBI would also simplify the welfare system, reducing administrative costs and overlapping programs. It could empower individuals to pursue education, training, or entrepreneurship without the immediate burden of financial insecurity. While careful planning and funding are essential, UBI has the potential to create a more equitable and efficient economy, fostering stability and growth.
That's a thoughtful approach. For younger generations, if there was one lesson you'd want them to understand about your work, what would it be?
The key takeaway I'd want younger generations to remember is the importance of active, thoughtful government intervention. While markets are powerful, they aren't perfect and can fail to provide full employment or stability. In such cases, well-designed fiscal and monetary policies are essential to address these shortcomings. My work highlights that government intervention should complement, not replace, markets to ensure the economy benefits everyone. I hope future generations build on these principles, innovating policies to tackle new challenges and create a more just and prosperous world.
Your contributions are indeed monumental. Can you share a personal experience that shaped your philosophy?
Of course. One formative experience that shaped my economic philosophy was working at the British Treasury during World War I. Managing the war economy revealed the immense strain conflict places on a nation and highlighted the critical role of government intervention during crises. Another pivotal moment was the Treaty of Versailles negotiations, where I opposed the harsh reparations on Germany, predicting they would lead to economic and political instability. My concerns, detailed in the economic consequences of the peace, were sadly validated by later events. These experiences underscored the need for thoughtful economic policies that consider broader social impacts and emphasize proactive government intervention to ensure stability and promote peace.
Mr. Keynes, thank you for taking your time to share your insights today. Any final reflections for our listeners?
It has been my pleasure. Thank you for the engaging questions and the opportunity to discuss these important topics. I hope my insights have been helpful and thought-provoking. Wishing you all the best in your endeavors to understand and improve our economic systems. Good day.
Listeners, I hope you've enjoyed this fascinating dive into the mind of John Maynard Keynes. His ideas continue to shape economic thought and policy today, reminding us of the critical balance between market forces and government intervention. If you found today's episode engaging, don't forget to subscribe, share this podcast with your friends, and leave us a review. It helps us reach more listeners like you. Have a question or a topic you'd like us to explore? Connect with us on social media or visit our website to join the conversation. Together, we can reimagine economics for a better future. Until next time, keep questioning and keep learning. This is Meredith Watson, signing off.